Media Prima announced that it would undertake the next phase of its business transformation. In a statement, the group said that disruptive changes in the media sector and the challenging macroeconomic conditions, exacerbated further by unknown variables surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, has forced its hand. This will include revising revenue models and corresponding cost management, which means addressing cost inefficiencies arising from unnecessary work duplication. Media Prima adds that where manpower rationalization needs to be taken, the group will ensure that the employee receive a fair and equitable compensation. No further details were given about the exercise. News portal FMT had reported yesterday that Media Prima was likely to undergo another round of mass retrenchments involving some 300 employees. Malaysia registered a trade deficit of 3.5 billion ringgit in the month of April this year, its first monthly deficit in over 22 years since October 1997. This as the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted supply chains worldwide. The deficit, which comes after 269 consecutive months of surplus, is due to a higher contraction in exports, which sank 23.8% year-on-year to 64.9 billion ringgit. This is its steepest decline since September 2009. MITI and Senior Minister Datuk Sri Muhammad Azmin Ali says the declines in both exports and imports are expected, given most countries around the world were under some form of lockdown to contain the spread of COVID-19. However, Azmin says that the country's exports are expected to improve in the coming months as the government allows more industries to resume operations and at full operating capacity since May 4th. Similarly, companies in other countries are also ramping up, which will lead to a boost in trade activity. Credit Suisse has raised its target price and earnings expectations for Top Glove Corp, given the recent rise in urgent ad hoc and spot orders by government agencies. The target price has been more than doubled to 23 from 11 ringgit 30. Analyst Joanna Chia says while pricing is not locked, the group took deposits between 10 to 30% based on the projected average selling price increases depending on the expected month of delivery. According to Top Glove, some of these orders were priced above $100 per 1,000 pieces, more than 3 times higher the current blended ASP for normal orders. Credit Suisse is now expecting earnings to grow 182% in FY20 and a further 122% in FY21, but to decline by 63% in FY22. Top Glove is due to release its third quarter results on June 11th. It closed today 5% up at 15 ringgit 44 cent. Malaysia's new COVID-19 cases jumped to 277 today, the highest ever daily figure recorded in the country, according to the Ministry of Health. The second highest was on March 26 with 235 cases. But breaking it down, of the 275 local transmissions, 271 cases involved foreign nationals, with 270 emerging from repeat testing of detainees at the Bukit Jalil Immigration Depot Centre, while another case was detected at a construction site in Pudu. This means local transmissions among Malaysians only amounted to 4 cases, says Health DG Datuk Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah. This means the total number of cases in the country now stands at 8,247. However, no new deaths were reported for the 13th consecutive day, which means the death toll remains at 115. Berjaya Corp is seeking shareholder ratification for the disposal of its beneficial interest in the Four Seasons Hotel and Hotel Residence in Kyoto to Godo Kaisha Tigre for 50.79 billion Japanese yen. The proposal had been announced in February and is expected to net an estimated on disposal of 649.41 million ringgit. B Corp, controlled by Tycoon Tan Sri Vincent Tan Chi Yun, says part of the proceeds would go to repay part of its bank borrowings, which would help to improve its financial position. However, the recent significant reduction of the occupancy rate of the hotel has adversely affected the performance of the hotel and in turn affected the profitability of the group's hotels and resorts business. Hence, the business performance of the hotel is expected to be challenging in the subsequent quarters.